I'm Arnie Gissian-Canaan here at Albany High School for Albany Student Broadcasting with Julian Voscott. We're watching Albany Cougars take on El Cerrito Gauchos in varsity volleyball.
And the Cougars will be looking for another league win tonight, bringing their record up to 5-0, while the Gauchos will be looking for their first league win.
That's right, Julian. While the Gauchos are winless in league play, they do have 4 non-league wins, which brings their record of 4-4. So this should be an exciting, fast-paced game.
Yes.
We'll be right back with the game.
And we're back here in Albany on a beautiful evening here. Weather's been very nice today, and we are awaiting the start of this match between the Albany Cougars and the El Cerrito Gauchos. I'm Julian Boscott, and tonight we will see if the Gauchos can gain some points on the Cougars. However, last season the Cougars beat them in 3 sets. It will be interesting to see how these teams compete despite their opposing records.
Yeah, I'm Arnie Gissian-Canaan, and the Cougars beat Salesian last week in 3 easy sets. But El Cerrito has been struggling to get any wins and currently have an 0-4 record. Amber Arahan, Shannon Reggio Curley, and the Cougars certainly showed that they can handle difficult teams last week.
Yeah, and I just want to mention that we should definitely be watching for freshman Jillian Guffey. That would be number 16 tonight as she is beginning her high school volleyball career on varsity.
That's right, Julian. She's the only freshman on the varsity team, which is quite a feat. She did not get much playing time last week versus Salesian, but if Albany is able to dominate the first couple of sets, we should definitely see a lot of Guffey in the 3rd set.
I definitely agree, Arn, because with the loss of 3 dominant seniors this year, Amber Erhan, Shannon Reggio Curley, and Brooke Tanhill, the underclassmen need to gain valuable court time so that the team does not fall behind as a result of the loss. Now, last season saw the loss of Kyra Holt and Mia Jaregi, but Worsley put underclassmen such as Jasmine Asai and Christine Legaster-Miller on the varsity court for them to gain that experience.
That's right, Julian. And as we begin the game, you notice that Albany is wearing their pink jerseys today. That is because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
And the NFL
ribbon,
also.
Yeah, the NFL does that.
The NFL does that too. They have a lot of pink there, pink flags, pink.
Do they wear pink uniforms?
No, they don't wear pink uniforms.
And tonight's lineup will be.
Well, for the Albany Cougars, we have number 9 Shannon Reggio Curley, number 6 Benita Izu Alcobia, number 4 Sarah Obasi, number 2 Christine Legasto Miller, number 8 Anu Munkter, and number 10 Amber Arahan.
Yes, a looks like quite competitive starting lineup there. In terms of El Cerrito's lineup,
well, for El Cerrito, we have number 6 Amanda Fong, number 8 Sonia Nepali, number 7 Julia Shebik, number 11 Sydney Gallion, and number 17 Natalie Baldaris.
And you know, the Gauchos unfortunately have quite a poor. Well, they've developed quite a poor record this season compared to the Cougars.
That's quite true.
And it shall be interesting to see if they can gain some points on the Cougars. Although I believe it would be unlikely that they.
Yeah, I look for Albany to come out of the gates and try to get the first set started really quickly and gain some points. Try to move this game on along quickly, but we'll see if
It could
El
be a
Cerrito.
major upset, though. We don't know.
Could,
We
it
don't
could.
know. We don't know.
But it'd definitely be an intense game if that does happen. Well, there we go. Albany's quickly on the board with a kill by number 4, Sarah Obasi, and she quickly subs out for number 10, Amber Arahan.
Yes, Amber is one of the dominant players on the team.
Yeah.
She is almost like the Kyra Holt
of this year.
Yes.
I would have to agree, and it's going to be difficult for Albany to replace her after. I mean, last year they had
in terms of height.
Yeah, in terms of height-wise, yes. Especially since she is the tallest player on the team, so that's going to be interesting to see if maybe they'll get some new students who are tall, because I don't.
6 feet even.
Exactly. There's no one else on the team that's 6 feet though, or over. Well, we just saw a new Munkter serve. Well, she just served once, got 1 point. It's just served again for another point. Albany. Albany takes a quickly 3-0 lead.
And we're looking at 4-0, Albany in the lead there.
I don't think we have.
And Shannon Riggio Curley bringing it down there.
Yeah. Albany now has a 5-1 lead. That was first point for El Cerrito.
And Shannon is also a senior, along with Brooke Tannehill, number 3.
As well as Amber Arahan, who we mentioned earlier. And the last senior on the team is a new Munkter, who is wearing the black, indicating that she is the libero in this game.
And I want to point out that I think Brooke is a leader of the team.
Well, she's definitely a leader of the team. She's one of the captains of the team, so she has to be a leader. I mean, she's a 4-year senior, so that's
exactly. And she's been playing for 7 years consecutively.
Well, Jasmine Asaya serves the ball, and a nice dig there by New. It looks like she's injured her shoulder a bit, or her elbow, I mean, but I think she'll be okay. So Albany is able to cover to take a commanding 7-1 lead.
And Jasmine Asaya there
with the serve. Ooh, that was a beautiful block by number 11 Galleon on El Cerrito. And
like we said, Brooke has been playing for 7 years consecutively, yes, and she plays club.
Yeah, she plays a club too as a result of club, as well with high school sports. She doesn't really have an off season. She doesn't really get any time off. Which attributes to how well-rounded of a person she is, and how she has really good time management. I assume, because
yes. She begins high school volleyball at the beginning of the year, and as soon as the high school season ends, she picks up right with club.
Because that's what we had here.
But she has mentioned that she specifically likes playing for Coach Worsley on the high school team, because like herself, she is a very competitive person.
Yes.
And is going to do anything to win. So which is probably another reason why Brooke gained so much pleasure from playing volleyball throughout the year. She's competitive.
And she does take her academics very, very seriously.
Yeah.
3 was supposed to be serving now, and 1 just served. Jasmine just served. He was down here for 6, and this one was not right order. This one's ours. Yeah, this one's ours.
And tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Contra Costa County Office of Education Regional Occupational Program, a career training program created for high school students and adult learners. Once again, ROP.
RLP is really a great program. I mean,
Yes.
without RLP, we couldn't have this class.
No, this class, photography.
Photography is another one. Graphic arts
Yes.
is another one. A lot of schools don't have RLP, which is unfortunate, but it's a great benefit of going to Albany High School, I guess.
And we're looking at a 7-2 lead by Albany
Yeah,
here.
we mentioned before the game started that we looked for Albany to come out the gates hot, and they have. I mean, they have given up 2 points, but they have a 5-point lead, so we'll see how the rest of this set ends. So the AHS cross-country team has a clean sweep against St. Pat's, St. Vincent's, and John Sweat on October 3rd, taking the men's and women's races at both the JV and varsity level. The women's varsity had 7 runners in the top 10, including race winner junior Thea Miller. In the men's varsity, freshman Hayoi Tian, sophomore Cameron Daly, and junior Alan Zhang had sub-17-minute times for the 3-mile course. The cross-country team is next in action on October 10th against Hercules, Panola Valley, and Salesian.
Yes, cross country.
Pretty impressive. I guess we have a
Yes.
pretty good cross-country team. I know that. I mean, we can't really broadcast the cross-country team because of the way the sport's played, but
And another sponsor of ours is ClearComm, a global manufacturer of communication systems. We'd like to thank Ron Rosenblum of ClearComm Intercom Systems of Alameda for his generous support and mentoring and much technical support, which was much needed here.
yeah, I
Very
agree.
complex systems we run.
It is. It is.
And we're still looking in a timeout here.
Yeah, it seems to have some confusion with the server or who's on the court. I'm not really sure what's going on, but just a reminder of the lineup for Albany has number 2, Christine Lagasto Miller, number 3, Brooke Tannehill, number 9, Shannon Reggio Curley, number 1, Amber Arahan, my apologies, number 1, Jasmine Isaiah, number 4, Sarah Obasi.
And the score has changed.
6-3, wow. So I guess that last point is what they were really working on. They're looking at the replay or whatever.
And they reportedly went in the wrong serving order, hence the deduction there.
I see. Yeah, I knew it was something about the serve. I heard them talking about it. I wasn't really sure what had totally happened. Well, it seems that they've sorted it all out now, and they're getting starters on the court. Number 12, Shoeden for El Cerrito was serving. So 6-3 is a score. Albany is still in the lead.
Yeah, they maintain their lead position despite the change.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
deduction. And 6-3. Albany still in the lead. A 1-point
beautiful
deduction
dig
earlier.
by Brooke Tannehill. Ooh. Point. El Cerrito appears that has Albany touch the net, making it 6-4 now. You know, we mentioned earlier with the score when the score was 7-2 before they turned it back, that Albany had really come out of the gates hot. But now we look at it and it's 6-4. It's pretty close. Oh, 7-4 now.
That spike.
Yeah, beautiful kill.
have been 3 serve at that time when he caught the air, but it didn't, so it skips down to 2 now.
Yeah.
So the air is now 2 he serves.
So number 1, Jasmine Asaya is coming off the court, and in for her is number 6, Benita Izu Alcobiet. And number 2, Christine Lagosta Miller to serve for Albany. 7-4 Albany. Point Albany, nice block there by Reggio Curley. So we mentioned earlier about how when Amber graduates this year, it will be very difficult for Albany to replace her, seeing as she is the only 6-foot player on the team currently. And due to her height, when you take a look at her stats, you see how amazing she is. She has 88 kills thus far, which is 3.3 kills a set. And she's also, as a result of her height, she's also very good at blocking the ball with 29 total blocks. Excuse me. And Lagosta Miller was unable to get the ball over the net. Point El Cerrito, making it 10-5 Albany. Ooh. And Amber attempts to get the kill and hits off of number 11. Oh, well, there's beautiful spike there by Amber. But as I mentioned earlier, she tried to get the kill and hit off number 11, Gallion. It looked like it hurt. Amber's a big girl. She's very powerful. I mean, she has all those kills, right?
Yes, yes.
And another kill. Making it 12-5 now for Albany. They've gone on a little bit of a run. And Amber is serving again. Another point for Albany as El Cerrito is unable to get it over the net. $14-5 now for Albany. Amber serves once more. And El Cerrito has no reply. They can't hit the serve. Another point for Albany. And once again, Amber will serve. Point Albany once more, making it 18-5. And Amber will be serving again, but she's been serving forever now. Ooh, nicely done there by number 9, Reggio Curley. And quickly, Albany is now taking a 19-5 lead, and it seems like this set has been getting away from El Cerrito. They started off not too bad. The score was only 6-4 in the early goings. Oh, beautiful block there by 3 Albany players. And Reggio Curley is able to push it over the net for another point, Albany. And it seems as if El Cerrito is trying to call a timeout now, as they are now down by 15 points. And really need to gather themselves on the sidelines before they let this game get away from them.
Yes, a 15-point lead there. That's quite impressive.
So, as you saw in the right before El Cerrito called the timeout, Shannon Reggio Curley, number 8, was number 9, excuse me, was really playing very well. And much like Brooke Tannehill, she's been playing volleyball for a long time. She's actually been playing for 8 years. And her dad actually played volleyball, which is why she wanted to try it and how she got into the sport. And she also plays club outside of school, so she also, just like Brooke, really has no off season and plays all year round. And there, we just saw one more kill there by Reggio Curley. She's having quite a set so far, making it 22-5 Albany.
She plays for Acceleration Club.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is, but I mean,
these clubs have interesting names. Acceleration, Absolute.
Yeah, I don't know who comes up with these names. Well, El Cerrito was able to get a point right there, but I mean, coming out of the timeout, it seems like they haven't really been doing much better. Let's put it that way.
And we're at a...
Oh, beautiful recovery there by number 2 for Albany, and there we go, kill by
number 2, Christine Legasto Miller there.
Well, that was number 4, Sarah Obasi, on that last play, but it was just.
And we're looking at a 17-point lead now.
Yeah, it's quite a lead. Well, one point there for El Cerrito as who was that? Number 11, Poon Palma, was unable to get the ball over the net. And a substitution by El Cerrito, number 4, Burgos comes in. Oh, beautiful dig there by Amber Erhan. And Benita Uzu-Alcobia was looking for a kill there, but was unable to get it. See if Amber can put it through. Looks like they don't need to, as Omni gets one more point. 24-7 now.
Yes.
Take a commanding, what is it, 14-point lead? Nope, 24. It's 24-7, so it's a much larger lead.
17-point lead.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier. And now number 1, Jasmine Asaya to serve. Beautiful, as El Cerrito was unable to recover.
And
that is the end of this set. Albany dominated throughout, and El Cerrito was unable to get anything going. We really saw Shannon Reggio Curley, number 9, play quite well, and as always, Amber Erhan was.
And this is clearly no surprise. Albany, they displayed confidence and pulled it off with a 17-point lead, no problem. What would you say one thing the Gauchos could perhaps work on?
Well, the Gauchos really need to work on everything. As we saw, they only had 7 points, so they work on their serving and their Well, we're going to be back here right after these messages. And we're back. Getting ready for set 2 of Albany Cougars versus El Cerrito Gauchos. In the first set, we saw Albany take a commanding 18-point win as they won 25-7. And coming to the second set, the Gauchos really need to get something going. Otherwise, they're going to see this game slipping away from them very quickly.
Yes. They need to re-strategize, bring their team back together to make a strong push, and if they're gonna really attempt to win the second set, it's gonna take almost a miracle.
I wouldn't say a miracle. That's pushing it, but they need to do something different. I mean, we mentioned at the beginning of the show that it seemed as if Albany would be able to win easily, and that's what's been going on so far.
Yes.
So. But, I mean, it's really no surprise given that Albany is 4-0 in league play while the Gauchos are 0-4.
And on the topic of sports, Albany tennis. 2013 tennis high school women's team is at home against St. Joseph on Thursday, October 10th at 3:30 against St. Mary's on Tuesday, October 15th. The women's team is undefeated so far in this season in TCAL play. So it looks like the women's sports this fall are really, really dominating.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know when soccer starts, but in the past couple of years, they've also been really dominating. So the women of the school are really athletic,
And
I'd say.
do we have any update on men's football, Aaron?
Men's football, I don't know.
They have lost every game.
Yeah, well, there was one game I went to, and they're playing very well. Senior quarterback Nick Sternad was driving the team down the field for game-winning touchdown, and then he threw an interception in the end zone. So
and 10 seconds left
till we start this second set.
We're only worried about this right now.
Yeah, well, with Gauchos, we need to do something different. And coming onto the court now, we have, for Albany, we have number 3, Brooke Tannehill.
Number 6, Benita Izu.
Alcobia. Don't forget that part. Number 4, Sarah Obasi.
Number 5, Angie Black, the sister of our own sideline reporter, Grant Black.
That's very true. And Angie Black is an underclassman. And we mentioned at the top of the show that we'll be looking for Albany Coach Worsley to put in some underclassmen if they take a commanding lead in the first 2 sets. But it looks like in the second set, they're already putting some underclassmen in.
Well, right now on varsity, in terms of underclassmen, we're looking at Jasmine Asaya, Angie Black, as we had mentioned, Maggie McKenna, who's a sophomore.
Poon Palmo is also a sophomore.
Jillian Guffey, who is a freshman.
Yeah, we haven't seen her. We haven't seen her yet, but I'm looking forward to getting the chance to watch her play. But with all those underclassmen, there also are 4 seniors on the team. 3 of them have been on the team since their freshman year. This year we only have 1 freshman on the team, but just a couple years ago we had 3 of them. Brooke Tannehill, Shannon Riggio Curley, Amber Arahan, and the 4th senior, Anu Munkder, has been on the varsity team since her sophomore year. So just a little bit after the other 3, which is very impressive because usually, unless you're good, you're not going to be on varsity until about junior year.
This is true. That's the traditional way. But obviously, these players have shown some exceptional strength in the sport.
I think it's really helped them grow as well because they've been playing with each other for so long that it really helps their teamwork and whatnot.
And they've developed a relationship with Worsley.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
Has
that's
really
true.
strengthened that the team.
And number 2, Christine Lagosto Miller to serve once again. Albany has 2-0 lead. Oh, beautiful dig by Lagosto Miller. And Brooke Tannehill just taps it right over, and number 6 makes a diving play for El Cerrito, but was unable to come up with the ball. Hit the ball, should I say. So today's broadcast is brought to you by GoPro, makers of small wearable action sports cameras that go anywhere and attach to everything. The new HD Hero 2 also has a live preview out, allowing us to switch to beautiful HD video from backstops, backboards, goalposts, and more. The GoPro HD Hero 2, making heroes out of Albany student broadcasting since 2012. And you can see the beautiful shot that we have with our GoPro today on the post of the net. And while I was talking about that, we got another point over here from Albany by Brooke Tannehill, making it now 5-1 Albany. Brooke Tannehill to serve, and El Cerrito was unable to.
And they bring it into that circle there.
Yeah, they always do that. It's kind of funny, even when they give up a point, showing their teamwork there. And
5-point lead by Albany.
So now we have an 8-1 lead for Albany, 7-point lead, and Brooke is still scoring back there. It's what, like fifth, sixth time
Yes.
serving. That's the thing about volleyball. If you have a really good server.
Oof. And the ball has come into our.
I made a spectacular catch, if you did see it, but.
Yes,
was
that,
able
that
to
qualifies you for the Olympics on
yeah,
the men's volleyball.
I would say so. We should really start a men's volleyball team, though. So 9-2 now for Albany. And substitution by El Cerrito.
Number 17 for number 7. There.
So I've noticed that we have not yet seen Amber Arahan in this set, and I'm guessing that's just because Albany assumes that they don't need her. I mean,
don't release too much strength on the gauchos there.
they want to make sure the game is still watchable. I understand.
Not a. Yes.
Well, I mean, they haven't really needed her out there. They're winning 10-2 now.
Yes.
And now
and sophomore Maggie McKenna looks like is going to be substituted in for number 4, Sarah Obasi.
That's right. Another underclassman onto the court. She'll go straight to serving. Still haven't seen freshman Jillian Guffey yet, but hopefully we'll get a chance later in the game.
And it would be a good time for her, considering that El Cerrito is not the most challenging
of opponents.
Yeah.
Last week when Albany was playing Salesian, they won in 3 easy sets, but they waited to put Jillian Guffey onto the court until the end of the 3rd set, which was kind of disappointing. But I guess they felt that she wasn't ready yet or whatever.
Yeah.
But Salesian was a better opponent than
Yes.
El Cerrito thus far, as Albany has a 10-point lead and we're up 12-2. Beautiful block there by number 5, Angie Black. And the ball's in, so Angie gets a kill.
Yes, Angie Black, sophomore. Like we said, the sister of our own Grant Black, sideline. reporter.
Yeah, she
tonight.
might be one of those people who has to step up next season once we lose Arahan and Reggio Curley and Tannehill.
McKenna.
Yeah, her and McKenna. As well as Lagosta Miller,
Yes.
who is the setter. Who she's not on the court right now, but and McKenna to serve again. Albany has a 14-2 lead. Beautiful kill there by Izu Alcobia, number 6, giving Albany a 15-2 point lead. And Maggie McKenna, number 15, to serve once more. Brooke Tannehill dives to try to come to make a play, but she can't quite reach it. So looks like El Cerrito gets a point. That's rare.
15-3. That's a
quite a game we got here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe they could get something going now that they'll be serving.
On a roll.
Oh, never mind. Kill there by number 5.
Well, I wouldn't
Angie
be quite
Black.
that cynical.
And now we have a substitution, number 16. Jillian Guffey comes onto the court, the freshman, for the first time.
In for Benita Izu Alcobia.
That's right, and she'll be serving. See how she fares. Ooh, nice little tap there by number 2, Christine Lagosto Miller, another underclassman. And Jillian Guffey to serve once more. 17-3 Albany. So we were just talking about Jillian, about how she just coming onto the court, and unlike Brooke Tannehill or Shannon Reggio Curley, who've been playing volleyball for 7-8 years, Guffey has only been playing for 3.5 years. I mean, if she continues playing throughout high school, by the end of her career, she'll be playing for 7 or 7.5 years like her senior counterparts. But thus far, sport's still fairly new to her, but she's been doing a great job. But Tannehill had mentioned that she really likes Worsley, and while Guffey has said that that Worsley is very intense and focused, and she does like this, but there's no excuse for Worsley for not trying hard in practice, and so sounds like you really gotta work hard. Well,
and that's why they're so good.
That is why they're so good. Hard work pays off. As we see, Albany has a 20-4 lead now.
Oh yeah, and as you can tell, the only senior on the court right now is Brooke Tannehill.
Yeah, she's been on the court the whole time. I really think.
But this younger team is really holding it together.
That's true. I think though that the fact that Tannehill is on the court helps a little bit, though, as she is a captain of this team. It can really help command them, kind of, you know. But that being said, they have been playing very well. I mean, this is basically all underclassmen playing against El Cerrito's varsity team, and they're winning 21-4.
And we're looking at a 17-point lead right now for 21-4. Albany, of course, in the lead.
Oh, beautiful dig there by number 13. And Albany gets another point. That was a close one there, though.
There we go.
22-4 now, Albany. This set, surprisingly, is even less close than the previous set. Maybe Albany should put their underclassmen out there all the time. Oh, and beautiful block there by El Cerrito as Tannehill was attempting to spike to get a kill. And so that gives El Cerrito another point, giving a grand total of 5 points, and Albany has 22. And El Cerrito is unable to recover after that hit by Black, giving Albany a 23-5 lead. And another substitution as number 5, Angie Black, and number 15, Maggie McKenna come off for number 7, Maddie Bernard, and number 4, Sarah Obasi. So some more underclassmen coming on for underclassmen. Or what grade is Obasi? Is she a junior?
I believe she is a junior.
Oh, well, never mind then. But
And Maddie Bernard
is
there.
also a junior, right? Right.
Yes.
We haven't seen her yet this game, though.
And a failed serve.
Giving El Cerrito grand total of 6 points, so they're getting back into
Still working it up.
it.
Working it up.
Working it up.
Still in the single digits.
The set's not over yet, though. Because El Cerrito makes a couple of substitutions of their own.
Thank you. That's so confusing because I want to say the number I'm casting out for.
Served by El Cerrito. And point Albany seems like she was over the line, unfortunately. That's the thing when you're losing a game by this much. Those little things, penalties and whatnot, they can hurt you.
For sure.
And number 16, Guffey, is finally coming off the court for number 6, Izu Alcobia. So we got a nice little... And that is the end of the set. Albany wins 25-6 and really are commanding this game.
And in addition to interscholastic sports, student clubs are a very important activity here at Albany High School. Here's Albany Student Broadcasting's Kat Superwitten with a report.
Hello, I'm Kat Superwit at Albany High School's annual Club Rush Day. On this day, student-run clubs set up booths to try and entice students into joining their clubs. The clubs range from serious old-time clubs like Key Club International to newer ones like the Flight Club. The many variations allow for every student to find a niche and to get very involved with the school. This year, we have 46 clubs with many new ones. Club Rush Day and the clubs at Albany High School have been around for many years. But how exactly have these clubs affected the school life of the participators? Eiling is the president of Key Club International at the school. So can you tell me about your club?
Well, we are a volunteer organization, so we do a lot of community service in the local area.
How long have you been part of it?
I've been part of Key Club since freshman year, and this is my 4th year as president. Or this is my 4th year, and I am president now.
How do you like being president?
It's awesome. It's just that it's a lot of work, but it's really fun.
And so how has it affected you, like your life?
I've definitely become a better leader, and I've grown as an individual. I have better time management.
And so what do you find fun about Key Club?
There's a lot of socializing with our district and our division. You meet a lot of new people. It's fun to bond with people at our school that you don't normally bond with.
Thank you. And here with me also is Devo Goldschmidt, who is the president of the Flight Club. So why did you want to start this club?
This summer I got into flying and I truly love it, and I hope that I can share that with other people and get them to love it too.
So your club is actually about flying then?
Yeah, I hope to just spread some general awareness and knowledge about aviation, as well as some volunteer opportunities involved with flying, and maybe even get some flights around the Bay.
Was it hard trying to get students to participate in it with you?
A little bit. They're like, what is a flight club? So I just explained to them, and then they come around. They think it's pretty cool.
Great. And do you look forward to running it?
Totally. I'm really excited. I have this new passion for it, and I think that a lot of people can get into it too.
Well, thank you for talking with me, both of you. If you're interested in joining a club at Albany High School, listen for club meeting information in the daily bulletin or ask your friends about the clubs they are in. This has been Club Rush Day at Albany High School. I'm Kat Supowit for Albany Student Broadcasting.
Okay, there we go. There we go. The audio is
Some
low.
technical difficulties there.
Anywho, we're back with the third set of this game. Albany is taking the first two sets fairly easily, or pretty easily, I'd say.
Fairly easily.
Fairly easily. El Cerrito is on the court, ready to go, but Albany's still over there talking about something. Not sure what. Not much to talk about, I'd assume, right?
And if they pulled this set off, then they have won the match entirely.
That's true. It's best out of 5, and they've won 2 so far. So, all right. So now we have the players coming onto the court, and we see the only senior. There's only one senior once again, but this time it is Shannon Reggio Curley, along with
Angie Black.
Angie
back
Black,
there.
you're right. Sarah Obasi, Jasmine Asaya, and Cruz. Number 13.
D.
sophomore.
Cruz.
D. Cruz. And El Cerrito will be starting as number 6. Amanda Fong will be serving, and she is a captain of this team, even though she is only a junior. Quite impressive. So today's broadcast is brought to you by City of Albany KALB 33, supporting community television and providing Albany citizens with broadcasts of local social and political events. City of Albany KALB 33.
That's what this program is on right now, unless you are watching it on YouTube.
I thought it wasn't live. I thought it's on later. It will be on KALB.
In any case, we're looking at a 1-0 lead.
If you really want to watch the game, I'd assume you'd be here, right? Ooh, and beautiful kill over there. Kill by number 2. Christine Lagoster Miller for Albany, and Albany has 2-0 lead. I mentioned at the beginning of the set that there's only one senior on the court. That is number 9, Shannon Reggio Curley, and she's joined by junior Jasmine Asaya, junior Sarah Obasi, sophomore, Oh, well, just as I was talking, the one senior on the court comes off, and now we are all got a couple juniors on there. But besides that, we got mostly underclassmen with Jillian Duffy, the freshman, once again on the court. And she's really played pretty well so far, considering she's only a freshman. Wouldn't you say, Julian?
Yes, most definitely.
And a beautiful block there by number 4, Sarah Obasi. As Jasmine Asai will serve once again, And Albany has a 5-0 lead. Oh, and Albany's unable to get that one. I mean, they want to give El Cerrito a chance a little bit, right? Give him at least 1 point. Number 17 will be serving for El Cerrito, Natalie Balderas. Nice set there by Julie Duffy, and beautiful play by number 13 for Albany.
D. Cruz.
Can we figure out what her name is? What's her name?
Desiree Cruz.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Albany unable, number 5, Andrew Black is unable to get that dig. So El Cerrito will get another point. Albany is still in the lead 6-2. And El Cerrito is doing some substitution. Number 2 is coming on for number 12. Number 8 came on for someone. I don't know. I don't really see who stepped off the court. Ooh, and it just hits the top of the net, but Albany is luckily able to recover. Oh, and it hits the antenna, which means it is a point for El Cerrito. 6-3 now.
Oh, well, coming up there. We're only a 3-point lead. Whoa, okay.
And Reggio Curley gets the kill. 7-3 now, Albany. And number 15, Maggie McKenna, will be coming onto the court for number 4, Sarah Obasi. Seven to 3 Albany as McKenna goes to serve. Oh, there we go. Another point for El Cerrito. This set has been far more interesting than the previous 2 sets thus far.
Yes.
7-4, Albany
the margin
lead.
Is definitely much lower, which means that El Cerrito is really trying, which is good.
or Albany's letting that. 8-4 now, Albany.
But one thing Albany should not do is pretend that they can slack.
No, of course not.
And the 2013 Albany football team is looking for its first win of the season this Friday, October 11th, against Hercules. The home game begins at 6:30 at Cougar Field.
And that ball was unfortunately out as another point for El Cerrito. 8-5 now, Albany.
I want to go back to football for a minute. Do you know if Nick Sternett will be the quarterback?
This coming week?
Yeah.
I'd assume so. Is there a reason?
No, I'm just
because of his play.
Yeah,
because of the way he's been playing. Well, I mean, he's not the best quarterback, but it's not always his fault. I mean, the offensive line needs to do some blocking first of all. He's actually here at the game, the top row of the stands. If we can get a camera on him, or not.
And fellow football teammate
Jethro Nieders, is that who that is? I can't really tell.
Yes, it is Jethro Nieders.
Yeah, there
we go.
There's the quarterback. Looks very excited to be here. Along with Jethro. Jethro also looks excited. Then once again, freshman Guffey will be coming onto the court for the one senior. Now we have no more seniors on the court. And Albany has a 9-6 lead. If this game was enough excitement for you then, but the 2013 volleyball team next plays at home on October 17th and 22nd against St. Pat, St. Vincent, and St. Joseph. Both games will start at 7 p.m.
Those are very, very competitive teams to add.
Yeah, that's
very
true. St. Patrick, St. Vincent is 3-1 in league play compared to Albany's 4-0, so that should definitely be a much closer game. And
yes.
And St. Joseph is also 2-2 in league play, so it's a little bit better than the 0-4 for El Cerrito, but both those games should be very exciting. And 11-6 Albany now, as they got a nice little rally going. Oh, and number 2, Lagostina Miller, unfortunately hit it a little bit too hard as that went out. Landed out of bounds, whatever. Another substitution by El Cerrito, number 4 in for number 8. And
Burgos in for Napoli.
12 to 7, excuse me now, as Amber Erhan will be entering the game for the first time since, what, the first set? We haven't seen her for a while now.
Yeah, first set.
Along with Sarah Obasi as number 2, Christine Lagasto Miller, and who else came off? Was it Maggie McKenna, I think?
Yes, Maggie went off.
Yes, and now number 5, Angie Black will be serving. Ooh, beautiful job there by Black. 13 to 7 now, Albany, as their lead continues to increase. Started out slow, but they're getting there. Serve once more by Black. Ooh, and Obasi and Asaya go up for the block, but are unable to block. So another point for El Cerrito, making it 13 to 8 now, as number 6, Amanda Fong will be serving for El Cerrito. You know, I'm surprised that there's not more fans here, as El Cerrito is just right down the street. I would think that they got some more.
Yes, very surprising. Most of the fans here, I'd assume, are for Albany, with the exception of maybe fans on the left.
Yeah, but I still see Brooke Tannehill's mom up there on the left side.
Yes,
so
yes.
There could be a lot of Albany there. I don't know. Maybe El Cerrito doesn't really support their volleyball team. I mean, they're much better in like football and stuff. Ooh, nice kill there by Amber, making it 14-9 now, Albany. And Jasmine Asaya now to serve. And Amber Erhan up for the kill, and beautiful spike.
Albany in the lead.
So 15-10 now for Albany, as
they're maintaining a close margin, much closer than they had in the previous 2 sets.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if it's because of El Cerrito's play or if because of the personnel on for Albany, but either way, they're still winning, which is what really matters. I mean, you can win 25-24, and well, same as winning 25-2. Right. And Amber Erhan now to serve. 17-10 Albany lead. That is out, making it 18-10 now. Throughout this set, we've really just seen the score. It's been much closer, but recently Albany's been scoring a lot more, making it bigger margin, should I say. But there we go. There's a point for El Cerrito, as they have another substitution. Number 8, Nepali, comes on for number 4, Burgos. And number 2, Zhang, is coming on for number 12, Chodin? Chodin. Guess you're better at names than me.
Yes, Chodin.
Okay, well, What's the E for? So 18-12 now, Albany. And Worsley's yelling at someone. Seems like he's a little bit upset, which really no reason to be upset when you're the way Albany's been playing thus far. They've really been commanding this whole game.
Well, that margin is getting tighter.
19-7 Albany as number 15 Megan McKenna comes on for number 4 Sarah Obasi and quickly goes back to serve. Ooh, beautiful hit there by number 9, Riggio Curley. Looks like it would have gone out, but an El Cerrito player touched the ball, making it another point for Albany, now up 20-12. 2012. Never saw that movie.
No, me neither. But the end of the world doesn't have much to do with volleyball, so let's stick to volleyball.
And there we go, another point for Albany, making it 21-12, and Maggie McKenna will continue to serve. And we noticed in the second set that Brooke Tannehill was pretty much the only senior, but we have not seen her yet this set, so that might be a reason why that Albany hasn't been quite as commanding as she is the captain, even though there are 2 seniors on the court at this time. We have also not seen the libero, a new Munkter, in quite a while.
No.
It's interesting because I thought, well, I mean, I guess the libero's a defensive specialist. When you're up, you don't really need that much defense. Another point for Albany, making it 23-12 now. And Megan McKenna will continue to serve, making what, like 5th serve? Doing pretty well. Ooh, and Riggio Curley is a little bit too much power. She hits it out, 23-13, Albany. And number 11, Sydney Gallion, another captain for El Cerrito, will serve. Oh, and El Cerrito hits it way out of bounds, making it 24-13 now, and set is beginning to wrap up.
And this next point coming up will be the match point for Albany. And
they put in Baggy Bernard just for this one serve, and does a nice job as Albany will try to get this point. And beautiful hit there by Riggio Curley,
and
making it 24-13, and Albany wins in 3 easy sets.
As we had predicted earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like El Cerrito was playing a much better set in the third game, but Albany still got a 12-point lead or something.
Aaron, I like our predictions. Maybe that we're on a roll here.
We're on a roll here. That's true. That's true.
I will tell you that St. Joseph and St. Patrick, St. Vincent is.
Yeah, those should be two very
teams.
Intriguing games to watch as we look forward to the rest of Albany's season. But as for this game today, that was a big win, making Albany impressive 5-0 in league play. And unfortunately, El Cerrito is on the other end of that spectrum at 0-5. So they really need to step things up if they want to save their season.
Yes. And
I'm not sure how you would go about doing that, but I mean, I guess watch some game tape.
That's El Cerrito's issue.
Not
Albany's
issue.
At this point.
Exactly.
And we are Albany Student Broadcasting for a reason. And Grant Black is waiting on the sideline
with senior
Brooke
Tannehill, the captain.
Grant, it's all you.
Hi, Brooke. This is Grant Black reporting here, and this was a victorious win for you guys. How does victory taste?
It's good.
It tastes good? Yeah, that's I imagine so. So, This game was won mainly with a lot of younger players, my little sister amongst them. What does that mean for the future of Albany volleyball, in your opinion?
I think it shows that we have a really good future and strong players to come, and that the legacy of Albany volleyball will keep going strong.
Well, that's quite awesome. So, watching you play and interact with these teammates, younger and your same age, you seem like a very strong team leader and almost a mother figure to them. How does that feel?
It feels good. I try to be the best leader possible, so yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so up next week, you guys are playing St. Mary's. How do you feel about that?
I think that we should beat them. We just have to play our game at our level, and then it should go smoothly.
Absolutely?
Yes.
Absolutely?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Julian.
Grant, thank you very much. Very nice.
And we're wrapping this game up here as Albany won the game.
Taking the win.
Taking the win. In 3 very easy sets. I mean, El Cerrito scored a combined not even, not even 25 points. And Albany, of course, scoring 75 to win.
Well, it was a very interesting game.
Yeah, that's true. And, of course, it takes a big team behind the scenes to bring this broadcast of Albany El Cerrito Volleyball game to you. Producing tonight's show is Ned Purdom with associate producer Mitchell Buchan. Our engineer in charge tonight is Ori Maus. Directing our show is Ryan Glatt, and technical director is Jacob Crowley. Making the show sound so good
Check 1, 2, 3.
is audio engineer Ben Boskin.
Can you hear me?
Assisted by Brandon Yee. Shooting the match are camera operators Julie Cow, Miranda Pack, and Catherine Hsu. Stats are provided by Elliot Wong Toy, and bug operator is Kyle Kristen. Cecilia Rubens is running graphics tonight. Our sideline reporter is Grant Black. Besides me, who's on Gissing Command for Albany Student Broadcasting, this is
Julian Belscott, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Good night.